What is love? Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me in my What is Love project. 30 days exploring what is not, and whatever is love. Day 5. Root. Yesterday, I somehow mentioned my Chinese accent. I used to dismiss my Chinese accent. I wanted to learn to speak like a native English speaker. My perspective changed ever since I met my father-in-law. My father-in-law is Greek, but he has lived in Australia for over 50 years. He speaks English fluently, with a Greek accent. One day I asked my husband, then boyfriend, why does he speak like this? He has many years to learn to speak like an English native speaker. My husband, then boyfriend, looked at me funny, and he was like, why not? That's the way he likes it. That little comment opened up a whole new world for me. I didn't know that I can just like it. And in fact, I started thinking, well, I am a Chinese person, so I speak like a Chinese person. And when I dismiss my Chinese accent or any of my Chineseness, it's like I'm dismissing my origin. I'm dismissing my root. And without my root, I have no foundation. How do I stand? Where do I stand? And no wonder why I always felt out of place. I think a lot of us has this out of place feeling before. Maybe at times we feel alienated, isolated, disconnected from the world, from the society, and even people around us. Perhaps it's because we have different beliefs, different interests, cultural background, and even financial status. Sometimes I even think that maybe because we have a physical body and we are separated by air. And ever since I left my little village called Hong Kong and started living overseas, I've felt even more out of place. And I also started having fear. What if my husband leaves me? Where will I be? I felt so lonely because of this fear. So I started searching, and people talk about the oneness, how we are all one. I started doing that kind of meditation, and it always feels wonderful. But then whenever I do this type of meditation, my eyes are closed and I'm kind of disconnected with my physical surroundings. I also try to grow root by doing those type of grounding exercises, like you imagine that you're a tree and then you get roots growing deep into the ground. They always help me and I feel wonderful, and if I really want to, even when I'm walking around in my daily life, I can kind of feel those roots, and it's not just nice, it's kind of cute feeling. But I'm not a plant. I don't really have that kind of root. So I kept searching for my origins. Where do I come from? And there are all sorts of origins, like I looked up my star origins, what kind of planet, star system, and of course we are all from source. We are all these little sparks from source. And then there's talk of about how we are all from Mother Earth. Our body is made from soil. All these concepts in certain ways make me feel wonderful. But then I thought, I want more, because especially when I feel lonely and out of place and no one around me, I want something more solid, something closer. So once again, I went back to my physical body. I really love my physical body now because it gives me a lot of clue. So I started looking, okay, where does this come from? And don't look at this size and shape now. I used to be tiny. I was from my mother's womb. My mother made me together with my father, because my father put a little spark inside. And in the same way, my mother was made in her mother's womb with my grandfather's spark. And these are my grandparents, and they are made by their grandparents, and they are all the more grandparents, great-grandparents. There are long lines of people, many wombs and sparks. And these are my ancestors. I don't really know my ancestors. I don't know their names. I don't know how they look like. And I don't know where they live. And if I meet one of them now, I might not be able to speak with them because maybe we don't have the same language. Maybe our dialect or the way we speak are so different that we'll be like, what? But and also maybe we can't relate to each other because we have very different beliefs. We have, different way of life. But I know that they will be looking at me with love. And in fact, they are always around me and looking at me with love. So ever since I came with that conclusion, I asked to connect with them more and more, and I feel cocooned in their love. And they have this special love for me because I am from them. It's because of them I am here. They are my root, and this is my place. If you would like to connect with your ancestors, it is very simple. Let me share with you a way I do it. It's basically just sending intention. And I first started doing this way because I was inspired by Bert Hellinger, who is the creator of the method called Family Constellation. I learned this, inspired by something he talked about in his book, Looking into the Souls of Children. I will put his name and the book name in the description box. So yes, so these are the words I use now. And I invite you to change it to any way that is suitable for you. I will also add one extra line in there for you, because sometimes when people pass away, their souls do not automatically go to that place. They don't automatically go to, such as like resting place, healing temple, school, wherever they are supposed to go. Because it could be because they are still very much attached to the physical world, that they like to look after the family, watch over them. And so usually when I came across this kind of souls, I say to them that, you know what, have a little glimpse. Your spirit guides and angels are there to help you. They will show you that little glimpse, and you know that you can come back after all that resting, healing, learning, whatever it is that is appropriate for you. You can come back to this time, because there is no time in that dimension, and they can come back right away to look after their family. So yes, I include one line for you in case you would like to use it to assist your ancestors to go to the proper place, and they are listening, so now they know, and they will go very easily. So this was I invite my long line of ancestors from both my father's side and my mother's side to please be here now to give me blessings. I ask my ancestors who have done the proper transitioning to please help those ancestors who haven't to also complete their proper transitioning. Please, my ancestors, please bless me with love, prosperity, good health, and abundance. Thank you for giving me my place on earth. Thank you for giving me very solid and beautiful root. And after I say whatever words that come up in my mind, I would wait. Sometimes I feel it right away. Sometimes I even start crying. What I feel is, maybe I feel love, I feel joy, I feel so protected. And usually maybe after I say words, or after at the end, I would like to give them a bow. It's a way to show respect, and please feel free to show respect in any way that you find natural, because our ancestors know they can feel our respect in our heart. The gesture really are just for us to do. I'm a bit strung out now, so I better say goodbye. If you have any question or comments, please put it in the comment box. Maybe I can answer your question. Maybe we'll think about it together. So I hope you feel your root always, and I hope you feel the love of your ancestors always. Thank you very much for joining me again. Bye-bye.